Hey Internet, my name is Sebbi and welcome back to the coffee break in Minecraft. I am back and let me just check the surroundings of my cabin if there are any green guys who like to explode on us and ruin our day. But apparently everything seems to be safe, so we can venture out and we can start our daily business or our usual business. Although, I do have 13 bread. I think I do have enough wool, so I think I can leave my sheep alone and just move over to my building site and here continue the building process. And okay, today is Wednesday, October 29th, and this means it's already the end of October 2014. Wow, this is crazy. This is completely crazy how fast the time is passing by. And the end of the October marks also another special event, and I'm talking about Halloween. Well, currently I do not have any plans. Ouch. There is a golden guy. Let me just deal with this golden guy. And currently I do not have any plans for Halloween. I'm excited to see if there are some children running around in the neighborhood or whatever will happen because um, in the last years there were no children at all in my neighborhood and it was pretty silent. And well, I think there were some parties going on in the local bars, but oh, we are out of leather once again. So let me just grab my bucket. And yeah, I think I should grab at first some more leather before I continue the building process of the terminal. And yeah, so I have no idea. And well, another thing I've noticed is that the TV program has changed because some years ago there were a lot of Halloween movies on. There's another guy. There were a lot of Halloween movies or horror movies shown on Halloween in the TV, and right now there are no Halloween or no horror movies at all scheduled for Halloween. And yeah, I've just noticed this, and this is interesting how over time the things are changing because several years ago it was almost like okay, Halloween is a huge thing, and right now it seems to be on a decline. But on the other hand, I was talking to my two cousins early this week, and they've told me that Halloween is still a thing and that Halloween is still interesting and that they will be going on some kind of Halloween party or some um, at least some alternative Halloween party or whatever. I have no idea whatever they are doing, but yeah. So apparently Halloween is still a thing. But yeah, I personally do not have any plans right now for Halloween. We will see or I will see what will happen, and maybe I have to have a nice idea what I can do on the special date, or otherwise I just have to work on my project. So yeah, we will see, and maybe something interesting will happen, maybe not. And yeah, so much at first about Halloween. And yeah, then a next interesting thing was that the time or the that we had the change from summertime to wintertime, and this is a little bit here. I haven't noticed it, to be honest with you, because as I woke up on Sunday morning, I had a look on my watch, and then then I looked at other clocks in my room, and well, everything showed the same time. So I thought, okay, everything is fine, everything is as normal, and well, because of their the progress in the technology, all the different clocks are changing their time zones on their own, or the are changing from summertime to wintertime on their own. So I haven't noticed it at all. And then on Sunday, I had a phone call with my parents, and they asked me if I already or if I finished to change all the times on my clocks. And well, I was totally surprised, like, why should I ever do this? And then they revealed, or they said, well, there was the change from summertime to wintertime, and I was, yeah, totally surprised that this happened already. And yeah, so this was really strange. And yeah, so I wanted to place the lever bucket in here. Then I wanted to grab some stones to continue the building process over there. So yeah, let me just do this. And well, I'm not really a fan of the whole summer wintertime thing, especially right now with the wintertime. Before the change, the sun or the we had sunset around 6 p.m. and right now it's around 5 p.m. and well, I don't see the benefit of having more light in the morning because well, in the morning I have to start working on my projects and well, this is mostly indoors, and so I really don't care if there is light outside or not. But later the day, when I'm a little bit exhausted, or when I say, okay, I need a break, I like to go out for a walk, or wait. Am I doing this right, or am I doing this wrong? Let me just check this. I think I'm doing this right. Yes. Yes. This is totally right. This is totally right. But well, in this case, let me just continue over here. And so yeah, this is more happening when I like to go outside and I like to go for a walk or I like to go running or anything like this. This is mostly in the late afternoon, or almost all of my activities are more or less taking place in the late afternoon, and suddenly it's dark at this time. As I said, the sun is now setting around 5 p.m. This is really bad. So personally, I would much more prefer to stick with the summertime because this would give me much more daylight time in the evening, and so this is a time where I really can use the daylight. But well, apparently we have to do this every year once again. This crazy change in the times, and so yeah. Then yeah, so much about my strange feelings about the summer and the winter time and how I totally missed that there was a change until it got revealed to me over telephone that okay, there was a time or there was a change in the summer and winter time. Have you already changed all your different clocks? And well, everything was done for me. This was good, so I haven't noticed it at all. And yeah, I think this wraps up the whole chaos around the summer winter time thingy. And then in the last episode, I was already, or I have announced a lot of rocket launches, and the first launch was the Cygnus spacecraft on top of the Antares rocket, and the launch was scheduled for Monday. And well, the Cygnus spacecraft was planned to dock to the International Space Station on November 2nd. And so, yeah, they wanted to just do the launch a little bit ahead of time, just in the case that there's an issue with the launch. And well, this was a good decision. Now I wasted one of my smooth stones. This is bad. This was a good decision because on Monday there was an unauthorized ship in the danger zone, so they hope that the ship will move out of the zone, but well, it refused to do so, and it remained there. And the launch window was only a launch window of 10 minutes, so in this case, they had to they had to scrub the launch. And then yesterday on Am I doing this? I hope I'm doing this right. Then yesterday, there was second attempt to launch the Cygnus spacecraft, and well, everything was okay. The range was green, so no dangerous ships or no unknown ships were in the vicinity of the launch pad. and the countdown was ticking down, and everything was nominal, and they had a beautiful liftoff. But then it happened. Suddenly, a few seconds after the liftoff, the rocket exploded, and well, this was a huge fireball, and this was really. Wait, what? Why? I wanted to. Okay. Anyways, um, yeah, this was a huge fireball, and the whole rocket exploded. And until this point, no issues were reported. Everything was running smoothly. Everything was running fine. And suddenly, well, this whole thing exploded. And now we have to wait, I guess, for several weeks or even months until they have analyzed all the data and until they have found the reason for the explosion of the rocket. And yeah, let me now go to sleep. And well, this was not really a shock, but it was really a disappointing thing. And it was also pretty nice that NASA kept the NASA TV running and the live coverage running, because so we were able to follow the conversations of the flight controllers. And well, immediately after the explosion, they were told to remain at their desks and to save the data and yeah, to make sure that no data is lost. And yeah, now they have to start analyzing it, and they had even a press conference after this, but it was already late in the day, and so I had to go to bed. And well, maybe I will watch this or watch the replay of the press conference, but on the other hand, I don't think that this is really necessary, because right now they are still working on the data to analyze what happened and to find out what happened. And yeah, in this case, I think there are not so many new things that are announced during the press conference. But yeah, this was really sad, and it was really also a shock for all the employees involved, because well, this was a total silence after the rocket exploded. And well, this was totally unexpected, and this is also really sad. And I hope that orbital science can recover very quickly from this failed rocket launch, because well, this is one of the two private organizations that are currently having a contract with NASA to do some supply flights to the International Space Station. And they were, of course, oh, very happy about this. And well, I hope, because they are now competing for new contracts or for the next contract to continue the supply flights. And I hope that the failed launch is not causing any issues or any impacts on the process of choosing uh, the next private contractor for performing these launches. And well, this was really a shock. And on the other hand, it also demonstrates that rocket flight is or space flight is still a dangerous thing. And even though it seems to be a usual or a normal thing, and that everything and every time everything went smoothly and without any issues, so this was also at some point the reason for SpaceX to say, okay, it's almost like daily business, so we want to stop the webcast. But luckily, they have decided in a different way, and they are continuing their webcast, well, on the SpaceX side. And okay, so much about my shovel. And yeah, in this case, yeah, it's a little bit. Still, it's a proof that rocket or spaceflight is still dangerous. And luckily, it was just an unmanned rocket launch. So, how do I? It was just an unmanned rocket launch. This was good, but well, still, it has well demonstrated that the whole spaceflight thing is still pretty dangerous. And if something goes wrong, then it will end up in an explosion. And well, so yeah, this was this was a dramatic outcome. And well, speaking about good things, this morning was the next launch up to the International Space Station. This time, it was a thing, a Progress supply ship launched on top of a Soyuz spacecraft and not on a Soyuz spacecraft, on a Soyuz booster. And well, this was a success. And on the Baikonur Cosmodrome, they had chilly but beautiful, clear weather, and so we were able to follow the webcast over a long time, and we were able to follow the ascent of the rocket, and everything went smoothly, and the launch was just perfect, and they confirmed the deployment of the solar arrays after they reached orbit. So yeah, this was a good outcome. And now the Progress spacecraft is chasing the International Space Station because at the time the spacecraft was launched, the space station has just passed the launch pad of Baikonur Cosmodrome, and well, it was already at the time of the launch, I think, 1,200 miles ahead, and well, at the time the spacecraft reached orbit, I think the spacecraft was already 2,400 miles ahead of the spacecraft, and now over the next 6 hours, the spacecraft will catch up with the International Space Station and perform the docking at the time I think this video here, this coffee break video, will go live. So yeah, this is pretty cool. This is really amazing, and I'm looking forward to see the live coverage of the docking process of the Progress spacecraft. So this is also pretty special, and it's a very short flight. And in case that there's an issue with the, can I reach? Yes, I can. This is good. And in case that there are now some issues or so, they still can go back to the, how do I, to the old 48 hours arrival at the International Space Station. So everything is okay. I think I need to make my way up with some dirt. Let me, can I now reach it? Yes, I should be now able to reach this. Very good. Okay, let me go down once again. Okay. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to see the arrival of the Progress spacecraft, and it will deliver some fresh water, some fresh oxygen, some fuel, because they also need some fuel on the International Space Station in order to boost their orbit, because, well, although they are basically out of the atmosphere, there is still some friction going on, and over time they have to boost a little bit the orbit, or they have to move the space station out of the path of some space debris. And so yeah, it's still needed that they have some fuel on board, and so this is pretty interesting, and it is also pretty interesting when they are performing such a burn to maybe raise the periapsis. Or how can I now get down here? Wait, I have a nice idea. And that at some point, well, I saw a nice video that as I started to doing this burn, they all the tools were suddenly moving to the side because, well, the space station was accelerating, and so, but the tools are still in basically free drift on board of the International Space Station, so they started to drift to the side, and this was pretty interesting to see how these things were working. And oh, I need to place one additional block down there. I hope I can reach this as well. And yeah, so this is pretty cool. And then speaking about rocket launches, this evening there is their next rocket launch, an Atlas V rocket scheduled to be launched with two GPS satellites on board, and the launch window is or extends from 1721 to 1739 GMT. So as usual, please do the conversion on your own because I'm not able to do so. And yeah, this is a really busy day on the launch pads, and I'm looking forward to see their next rocket launch taking place today, and hopefully this will be also a success. And yeah, then speaking, because we are currently in the space flight thing, I got, or talking about so many spaceflight things, I got two questions from Nerdy, and I have already replied uh, on them, or I have already I already gave him answers to these two questions, but I think they are pretty cool questions, so I think I like to mirror them also here in the coffee break. And let me just see. The first question was, have you ever wanted to work for a space agency such as NASA, ESA, or maybe Roscosmos or whatever? And well, of course, yes, it would be pretty interesting, but I'm not quite sure. I'm not so much an engineer, so I'm not quite sure if I'm really useful for this. I'm more someone who likes to execute things. So in this case, I would be more interested to be maybe a test pilot for, or even an astronaut, or maybe, yeah, being a test pilot or being a pilot for, well, NASA has currently this Arctic thing going on. They are doing some research flights over Antarctica to measure the way how the ice is behaving and so on, and how our climate is changing the ice. And well, yeah, I would be much more interested being such a pilot, or yeah, being an astronaut and flying up into space. And I'm not so much an engineer type. But here, so on the other hand, it might be also pretty interesting to come up with some great experiments. I like to perform in space, or I like to perform with a rover. So I'm more a science guy, or better even, and however you like to call it, and a pilot guy, or a pilot who likes to just be sitting in airplanes or in spacecrafts and go flying. And well, I even like to, ooh, creeper, let's circumvent this guy. And I even like to yeah, do these things. Or well, they have also these high altitude airplanes to fly in very high altitudes to do some research at the edge of space. And this would be also pretty amazing. So yeah, I definitely like to work for these space agencies. And well, the next question, we are already late in the day here in Minecraft, so I will answer the next question in the next episode, because I now like to do an announcement. As I said, the Space Program Manager will be released on October 31st, so on Halloween, and today on Wednesday, October 29th, on on 20 yeah on 8 p.m. Central European Time, or 19 or 7 p.m. Yeah, 7 p.m. GMT, there will be a live stream of the developers. And well, this live stream over Twitch with over the from the I can't talk today. I can't talk today. A live stream from the developers over Twitch. And so yeah, if you're interested in this, you should definitely check this out. And yeah, with this, I'd like to thank you for watching, and I hope you like this, and I hope you will be joining me in the next episode. In this case, until next time, my name is Sebbi. See you!